Hi, it's Irina from Above All Service, and today I'd like to share with you a thought about moving forward. We all want to move forward in life. We don't want to be next year the same as we are this year. And how sad would that be, knowing that, you know what, nothing's changed? Or maybe if you meet someone that you have not seen for the last 5 years, and you catch up with them, you have lunch and you chit chat, and they turn around and say, you know what, you haven't changed. Now, is that actually a compliment? Or is it like, oh, how sad is that? I'm still the same person as I was 5 years ago. Now, if you think it's a good idea, great. I personally don't believe, for myself, it would not be an encouraging thought. And a lot of successful people, I do believe too, are wanting to move forward in a way that there is a change towards the better. Now, there are 4 ways you can actually find out where you're at, because you should always start with where you're at. So there are 4 areas that you could improve yourself on. To do that, obviously, we need to first examine ourselves in the area of, okay, how is your physical state? How healthy are you on a scale from 1 to 10? And how healthy would you like to be? That would be one way, your physical state. Another one would be your relational state. Where are you at with your relationships? Is there anybody you hold grudges against, or hold some unforgiveness, or you're not talking to people, maybe members of your family? Is there something you can improve on that? Because you know what? We all have the power to change things. The third way is you might have spiritual goals. So what is your spiritual state? What do I believe? Why do I believe what I believe? And what do I want to know more about in my belief? And the last one would be the intellectual one. How many books have you read this year? You know, successful people read 2 books a month. You go, what? Where do they find the time? But yes, they do. I have, the first time, years and years ago, when I started reading, it was suggested read 15 minutes a day of some sort of a personal development book, and you read a book a month. That's 12 books a year that you read. My goodness, there's a lot of information that you actually take on that will change your life, the way you think, the way you do things. Now, successful people read actually 2 books a month. That's 24 books a year. That's knowledge that you get from people that know things that you might not even know about. My goodness, will that change your life? To get through 2 books a month, just read 30 minutes a day. Find 30 minutes a day. Do 30 minutes of reading of a personal development book a day. You'll get through 2 books in a month. You will not know what happened to you. You will become a new person. So my encouragement to you today is check out your physical, your relational, your spiritual, and your intellectual state and your goal. Start with where you're at. Set a goal to move forward as little or as further you want to go, and just start doing something about it. But you know what? Sometimes we just think, I don't even want to go there because it might not be such an encouraging state that I find myself in. But you know what? If you don't know where you're going, then any which way will do. And it's the same thing with, if you think you're doing okay, well then, hey, why change? So why don't you examine yourself and then start moving forward? I hope this has helped somebody. Examine yourself, start with where you're at, move forward. All the best.